Welcome back to RABID NOISE on RABID Radio. Joining me on the program now is Peter from Inflames. What's happening, man?
Not much. I'm driving around doing last-minute errands before I leave for tour tomorrow.
Oh, awesome, man. So, have you got a lot to do?
Yeah.
What to pack?
Yeah, well, I'm pretty much packed now. I'm actually rushing out to our rehearsal space where our crew is waiting for me because they already packed everything, and I have one more thing that I need to put in my luggage that I can't fly with as a carry-on. So, I'm almost there.
Almost there.
That they have to wait for me.
Oh man, it must be hectic. Preparing for a tour and trying to remember everything. It'd be pretty full on. Well, you're just about to hit the road here with Trivium in November for what is set to be just a legendary tour, man. Everyone's talking about it. So what are you looking forward to the most about heading back down to Australia with those guys?
Well, first of all, thank you for saying those kind words. I mean, we love Australia and we love Trivium. We've toured with those guys, since forever, and we've gotten to know them very well. And it's an honor to go to Australia together with them. And I'm kind of learned throughout the years not to expect too much things, but I'm really looking forward to coming back and just I just enjoy being in Australia. So, and the shows that we've done so far have always been awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Well, man, if it's any indication, the first Melbourne show sold out, and you've added a second show for that city. So that must be a pretty damn good feeling when that happens, man.
Of course, it's amazing. Australia is so far away, and for us to be home in Sweden right now and hearing that it's sold out, that's fantastic.
Yeah, well, I think it's just gonna. The closer it gets, it's just gonna be like that all throughout the country. Up in here in Brisbane, everyone's talking about it, man. It's gonna be huge.
Oh, that's awesome. So great.
Yeah, man. Well, you toured, as you said, with Trivium before, but what is it about those guys that make them good touring mates?
Well, they are very similar. I think we are very similar individuals. Very easygoing. I'd like to think that we are, and I know that they are. We each have the love for music. We have the respect for, our heroes in different bands that we grew up with. We enjoy good food and good drinks, and when you meet people, it's hard to pinpoint it. You just get along really, really well. Matt Heafy and I, we text each other all the time about good places that we went to dinner and and stuff like that. And we just get along.
That's awesome, man. Well, Paolo, the bass player, had many kind things to say about you guys when I spoke to him last week as well.
Yeah.
And
he's a great guy. They all are great guys. The only guy I haven't gotten to know yet is their new drummer, obviously, because he's fairly new. We haven't toured with him. But I'm sure he's a great guy too, as they chose him. Well,
there'll be plenty of time to catch up, I guess. Yeah, get to know him and have a few beers. That sounds like a good idea, eh?
That sounds like a great idea, man. It sounds amazing.
You've also toured with many different bands over the years, other than Trivium. So, who else do you like touring with?
Oh, the list is very, very long. There are so many cool bands out there, and I've toured with a lot of my heroes, Slayer and Iron Maiden and bands like that, and that is a really great honor. And it's also cool when you get to know people to see that they're actually, just regular cool guys, who are out there doing what they love, and that's always been a great inspiration for me, touring with such legendary musicians and bands, and seeing that they're down to earth guys, and so I really like that. But as far as the younger bands goes, there's so many. You got Mastodon that I love, Lamb of God that I love too. Great friends and great bands. The list is. When we did Soundwave a couple of years ago, there was about 100 bands, and I guess I knew about 40 of them. So there's a lot. It's a long list.
That would have been a massive party.
It was.
Awesome, man. Well, a question I've been asking bands of late is, about the hazards of playing live, and as you know, it can get pretty hectic up on there on stage, What's the worst stage injury you guys have sort of walked away with?
We've gotten all kinds of stuff thrown at us. I guess in some places it's like considered good luck to throw pennies at you. I kind of think it's not so much good luck when it hits you in the eye and stuff like that, but
yeah.
considered a good thing to do. I've gotten bottles thrown on me. One point sorry, I need to text my manager. He's calling me, asking me where I am. At one point, I got a big box of Altoids in my forehead. Made me start to bleed and stuff like that. I mean, I first of all, that sucks when that happens, you know, because you're on stage, you're very out there, and you don't, you know, you can't really, you're out there just playing and having a good time. So if somebody throws something, that kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, so far, we've gotten away, and we still have our health. So I'm still blessed to be able to do what we do.
Oh, for sure, man. And it can get pretty hectic up there. You know, when the crowd's going crazy and you're going crazy on stage. But it's good to hear that you have nothing too serious. So you always hear.
I've seen people fall. I've seen people fall very badly, and that's always horrible. You know, I remember one time there was this girl who crowd surfed, and she landed in the ditch in front of the crowd in between stage, and she wouldn't move. You know, and that was really horrible. And we stopped the show, and the ambulance come to pick her up. And I later heard that she was fine. But that stuff like that is so bad. It's horrible when fans hurt themselves just being at a show and doing what they love, just watching a band that they like. You know, that's horrible.
Yeah, no, it's not very good when it's serious, but glad to hear she was all right though. So your latest album, Siren Charms, has just been released. Will you be playing a lot off that album on this tour, or is it going to be a bit of a mix throughout your career?
It's going to be a bit of a mix, focusing on the last, 4 records, and then throwing in some of the oldies as well. I mean, we have 11 records now, so if we were to play one song off each record, there you have have the set list right there. But we'll definitely play some from the new record and some from the last 4, and throw in a few oldies.
It's going to be killer. Whatever songs you play, it's going to be a perfect set, that's for sure, because so many great songs to choose from. I guess it would be hard coming up with a set list because there's so many, trying to please everybody, I guess, it'd be hard.
No, it's really, I mean, it's not getting any easier, with every record we put out. It's really hard, but that's part of the charm as well. You go out there, you're supposed to rehearse, and then somebody comes up with a set list, and, you realize that it's 20, like this one now, for instance, we have about 20, 22 songs, and, you're not even 25% in. You have so many more songs to be able to play. So what we try to do is to rotate. We try to rehearse a lot of songs, and then rotate in between the tours, throw in some new ones here and there, and just out with the old or whatever, or out with the new and in with the old. Try to mix it up in between the tours.
I guess it also keeps it interesting for you guys. You hear bands, they'll have one certain set that they'll rehearse for a whole tour, and they'll go out and tour on that one set and not mix it up.
Yeah.
So, I guess for you guys, it would keep it sort of interesting. You can swap and change and keep everybody on their toes.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. That's what it is. If you play for a long time and you get a little tired of some songs, then it's nice to be able to change them out as well.
Oh, for sure, man. So, well, I really love the album too, the new album, especially, how dark it gets in some places. Was that the plan when you guys went in to record it, or is it just how it sort of came out?
I think that kind of, you will get a different answer depending on who you ask. Anders went into the studio having no lyrics at all, wanting the whole atmosphere to inspire his lyrics. Björn had his riffs, and the rest of us, we were very prepared as well. So I think we didn't set out to make it dark, but I guess it happened naturally, being where we were. It's a very interesting city, Berlin, and the studio was fantastic with all its glory and history and all that. And I think for me, I didn't go in to make a dark record. I come in with my usual positive attitude and trying to do what I do best. But as you are there, the songs kind of inspires you as well, in the mood. And I guess it's very natural, but in the process of it, you kind of know in which direction you're going. But we never go into the studio thinking that we're going to make a record sounding this way or that way. We go into the studio with a bunch of riffs and some songs semi-finished, and then we take it from there, basically.
That's awesome, dude. And, I really love where you guys are going with your songwriting, and I really can't wait to hear what you guys come up with next. So, in saying that, what is next for In Flames?
Well, we're leaving for tour tomorrow. We're starting in Poland. First show on Saturday. First show in over a year, so that's going to be really exciting. Then we'll keep on touring throughout Europe. Then we're coming to Japan, and then you guys in Australia. And afterwards, we'll go to America and Canada, and we'll keep on touring all the way up until Christmas this year, and the whole next year as well. I mean, my plan is to do Australia now, and hopefully come back later on as well. And I really hope we get to do that.
Well, man, the more times you guys get down here, the better.
Thank you very much. Like I said before, we love coming there. You guys are very, very friendly, and your country is beautiful.
Thanks, man. Well, I'm glad you like it, so you might as well move down here so we can see you guys all the time.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm going to speak to my wife and my dad.
All right. Well, we're going to go to the track Through Oblivion from Siren Charms now. Thanks for hanging with us tonight, Peter, and we'll see you at the Tivoli in Brisbane on November 19.
Thank you so much. Thanks for listening to us and for all the support.
Always. Forever a fan, man. And enjoy the tour and take care of yourself, brother.
You too, man. Cheers.